Hi guys, Michelle here from Meditation Sunshine Coast, and today I'm offering you some tips for practicing mindfulness in the workplace. Now, on average, a worker can focus for about 11 minutes before being distracted. Also, around 25% of employees take sick leave due to mental health issues. Some of the benefits that practicing mindfulness in the workplace can do is help increase employee well-being, and that then reduces stress leave and sick leave and those sorts of things. It also helps develop interpersonal relationships. So by practicing mindfulness and being less reactive and more open, employees tend to be more engaged. They tend to be less susceptible to criticism, and they have greater confidence in participating and collaborating. Performance is also a key benefit of practicing mindfulness in the workplace too. So employees become more productive when they're practicing mindfulness, as they are more focused on what they're doing and less distracted. And also it helps increase things like flexible thinking, creative thinking, problem solving, and those sorts of things as well. So I have 5 tips that I'm going to offer you today for practicing mindfulness in the workplace. The first one being to turn off those annoying little notifications that come up all the time. I don't have any email notifications or anything popping up on my desktop when I'm working. And if I am working on a project or an event or something like that, I close down my email just so that you don't have that distraction. Because you go look at one and then you look at the next one and then you look at the next one. Next, you know, an hour has gone by. And I only set my emails to send and receive twice a day as well. So 11 o'clock in the morning and then about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Because you can just hit that button anytime you're expecting an email. It's not like you're not going to get your emails. It's just you're stopping that constant flow of them coming in every sort of 5 to 10 minutes. So that's the first one. Second one is stop trying to multitask unless you're an air traffic controller. So when you think you're multitasking, you're actually not. Imagine that you have 10 tabs open in Chrome. You're not looking at those 10 pages at once. You're actually flicking your attention from one to the other, one to the other. It's called attention switching. So instead you should be focusing on one thing at a time. So single tasking, as I heard someone call it the other day. Focusing on one thing at a time is going to make you far more productive, and it's less stress on your brain as well. All right, the third tip for today is to avoid eating at your desk. This applies for home as well. Try not to be eating in front of the TV or while you're doing something else. Because whatever you're doing, if you're practicing mindfulness, you're just doing that thing. So if you're eating, you're just eating. You need to have that transition between letting that whatever you're doing before lunch go and not focusing on the thing that you need to do when you get back. So by just focusing on having your lunch, preferably taking it outside somewhere, getting some fresh air, getting some of that sun, and also telling your body that, you love it and you got to feed it and it doesn't need to keep working continuously. So eating away from your desk. Also, if you're sitting there eating at your desk, people are just going to think you'll keep working as well, and they're just going to keep interrupting you. So put that little do not disturb sign up, or, back in half an hour, whatever you need, and go outside or go elsewhere and have your lunch so that your brain and body know, you're having lunch now. Okay. The fourth one I love is not bringing devices to meetings. I know it can be easier said than done, especially if you've got to take notes and things like that. But if you're not taking minutes and you're not taking notes, don't take your phone, don't take your laptop. Actually give the person your full attention, and also be more engaged yourself and participate and contribute. Practice mindful listening as well. Make sure you're listening to people and you're giving them your full attention. Okay? And the fifth and final tip for today is one of my favorites, to-do lists. I need to have to-do lists to get everything out of here and onto paper so that I don't feel overwhelmed. I suggest doing one probably at night before you go home for the next day, so you're not going home and worry about everything that you have to do, okay? And you get in the morning and you've got your list there to go. Keep it achievable. Don't put 10 things on your to-do list for the day if you're not going to achieve that, because then you're just going to feel stressed. I have a list for the week, and then I break it down into one key thing that I really want to get done each day. So yeah, make sure it's achievable and don't set yourself up for failure. If you'd like some more tips, you can jump on my website and subscribe to the link below, and that will then get you sent out my mindfulness tips for the workplace. And of course, if you want me to come out and do a workshop in your workplace, I would be more than happy to. They can be tailored, different topics, different durations, and anywhere, Sunshine Coast, Brisbane, I do travel as well. So feel free to reach out. Thanks, guys, and have a great week.